Hello everyone, welcome to Java tutorials. In this session, we'll look into inheritance in Java. What is inheritance? What are various types of inheritances in Java and how they are implemented in Java? We'll discuss this in detail in this session. So basically, inheritance was one of the basic pillar or concept of object-oriented programming. It is a cornerstone of object-oriented programming because it allows the creation of hierarchical classifications. To be more simpler, we can say inheritance is creating of the new class from the existing class, such that the newly derived class or newly created class said to be the child class can access all public members and data functions of the parent class or the superclass. So basically in Java, we have three types of inheritances. First, being single level inheritance. Second, multi-level inheritance. And third, hierarchical inheritance. So when we say about single level inheritance, that means we have a single child class and single parent class. We have class A and then we create class B. Class B is acting as a child class and class A is acting as a parent class. So this is single level inheritance. Now if it happens that we have single level inheritance, that is class A, from class A we create class B. But now from B we create another class C. From C we create another class D, and this process continues. Then this type of inheritance is said to be multi-level inheritance. At an instant in this multi-level inheritance, any class you can consider, that class, if it is acting as a parent class, will have only single child class. And if that class is acting as a child class, then it can have at the most only one parent class, not more than that. Okay, for example, if you consider class B is having only one child class, that is class C, and only one parent class, that is class A. But as far as class A is concerned, class A is a parent class, child is class B, and it is having no parent class because here class A is acting as a superclass. Similarly, class C, which is right now a leaf node in another way, right now we say class C is a child class of class B. But also, if you create another class D, which extends class C, in that case, class C will be acting as a parent class and class D will be acting as a child class. So this is multi-level inheritance. Finally, we are having hierarchical inheritance. This picture explains in detail. Let me remove this class P and also this arrow. So let me say this is my hierarchical inheritance. The picture itself says clearly that X and Y, not X and Y, Y and Z, they are at the same hierarchy. Same hierarchy in the sense both are having the common parent, that is class X. I may have another class. Let me say I create another class over here. Let's say that class is Q. Okay, and parent of class Q is again class X. So we are having multiple child classes, but all child classes having the same parent. So this is hierarchical inheritance. Again, we can combine either of the multi-level inheritance with hierarchical inheritance or single level with hierarchical. We can combine this and we can come up with a new type of inheritance, that is a hybrid inheritance. For example, let us say we create another class. Let me say I declare this class as R, and R is a child class of class Y. Now here, let me remove this class Q because creating a a lot mess over there. If we look at this diagram over here, at one level we are having hierarchical inheritance because of class Y and class Z being at having the same parent class as class X. And if we look at the classes such as X, Y, and then R, it forms multi-level inheritance. So here we are having two types of inheritance. One, the hierarchical because of class X, Y, Z, and second, the multi-level, that is because of class X, Y, and R. So this we can term it to be a hybrid inheritance. Okay. So in general, there are three types of inheritances. First, single level, second, multi-level, and third, hierarchical. In single level inheritances, there will be only two classes. One, the parent class, and second, the child class. When we consider multi-level inheritance, sorry, when we consider multi-level inheritance, we will have multiple classes. But at any instant, any class you will look into that class, if it is acting as a parent class, it will have only one child class. And if it is acting as a parent class, it will have only one child class. And however, if it is acting as a child class, then that child will have only a single parent because it is multi-level inheritance. And finally, what we have, the hierarchical inheritance, in which if a node is acting as a child class, then if that node, or not child class, if we have a particular node acting as a parent class, and if that parent class have multiple child classes, then that type of inheritance we said to be a hierarchical inheritance. Okay, now these are the various types what we said, types being, again, let us write down over here, types being single level, multi-level, and hybrid, not hybrid, single level, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance. But how to implement that? Let us consider we create a class A. Okay, and then we'll have class B. All right, accepted. Now both classes A, both classes, class A and B, these are independent classes. Okay, let us say we have class A with a public function as show. Something written in that. Okay, similarly, class B have another method. Let's consider this, some body for the test. But right now, class A and class B, these are independent classes. Now I want to show, or I want to create a parent-child relationship between class A and class B. The way we are saying over here, single level inheritance. We want to create some relationship such that class A will act as a parent class and class B will act as a child class. In order to achieve that, we use the keyword extends. So write the name of the child class, or the name of child class, class B. So class B, be the child class. Use the keyword extends and then name of your parent class. So that's how, with this statement or with this keyword extends followed by name of a class, we have created the class B, or we have made class B as a child class of class A. So generally, if we look at the syntax will go like this. Class that is required, then let's consider name of child class followed by keyword extends and then name of parent class, and then the body, whatever the data members or functions you need to have it. This is basically how we create a relationship between two classes in the form of a parent and child, and try to achieve the single level inheritance. Now, second thing over here, the moment we say class B extends class A, class B extends class A, that means all public data members and member functions of class A are now accessible by class B. That means, in other words, all public data members of class A and member functions of class A are now member functions and data members of class B. Looking at this, class B extends A, and class B having only one function disk. Now, because we have used the keyword extends A, class B, class B, previously it was having only one function called disk. But now, as we have said, extends A, now we have one more method, that is show. Because B can access all public members and data members of class A. Okay, that's it for this session. In the next session, we'll look at we'll implement the single level inheritance and multi-level and hierarchical. I hope you have liked this video. In the case you have liked, kindly hit like and subscribe. Thank you.